teach you is patience.
I planned a craft day today, so I'm supposed to be doing a pottery class, not a professional class, but more of a creativity fun day out, like an experience. So I'm still looking forward to doing that. Unfortunately, the rain has come back with a vengeance, but I don't let that defeat me anymore. I just go with the flow. I haven't got my rain boots yet. I'm hoping I get them soon. But the plan is to go to the pottery class, to confirm it's still happening first of all, go to it and just have a fun day there and hopefully come out with something beautiful, functional. I'm hoping it can be functional. I have ideas for what I'm going to come up with, but I always think you have all these grand ideas and then you go in there and you get completely overwhelmed and you come out with something completely different. So I would like to see how it all turns out. Well, pottery was an entire vibe. I'm so glad I chose to do it. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, but I hadn't found time. And I just thought to myself, I'm just going to do it at the weekend. Unfortunately, the rain started, but by the time I left, it was drizzling. And by the time I got there, it was only like 10 or 15 minutes down the road. It was completely dry because when the sun comes out, everything dries out. And I had such an amazing time. I do really well when I'm doing creative stuff, when I'm using my hands, when I'm making something. I just find that so relaxing and so therapeutic. It was quite difficult deciding what I was actually going to make because you always have an idea of what you want, but then you get there and your mind draws a blank. I ended up making this weird, I think it's more of a little flower pot, I don't know. But unfortunately, these cannot actually be used with water because it hasn't been glazed, I believe the term is. So it's dried, but it hasn't actually been glazed. I had an amazing time painting it, and the techniques I found out about were just a lot more complex than I realized because when you watch pottery in the movies, they make it seem so sexy and so they make it seem almost easy, but then you realize that you actually have to make something out of, and it's moving at the same time, and you have to be very deliberate with your movements, and you have to keep your hands still as well. And then prior to that, I actually made this little I don't know what it is. It's very misshapen, and I decided on a black interior and a pink exterior. But that was just something that we molded with our hands out of, I believe it's stoneware. It was something I just molded with my hands just to get the tension out, just to get my hands moving and exercising. But it was just a nice initial thing, and here's someone else making something completely different with his hands. And it was really, really nice because although I didn't like it at first when I was painting it, I thought it was hideous and I was making fun of it, I'm actually using it right now. I'm using it as a little jewelry ball. It's quite heavy. It took about 24 hours to dry. But I actually got to use it, and I'm actually using it right now. Funny enough, the actual flower, the little green pot I made, I haven't actually used yet. I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to do with it. And I don't know, because obviously I can't put any water in it. So it does not leave me with a lot of choices. I'm thinking of using it to burn my incense. So I think that's the way I'm going to go eventually. It's now the next morning, and the pottery class was amazing. It was so good. I got back and I was so tired, I just couldn't think. There were only a couple of us in there because of the bad weather and a busy day. A lot of people postponed for the next session, so I think there were 2 or 3 of us in there, and it was so peaceful and relaxed. I made the simplest object. Other people made candlesticks, candlestick holders, all sorts of things. And it makes me realise people have such different ideas of how they come up with stuff, because for me, coming up with my concept was difficult, but to other people, they made more complex things, but they thought it through, and they went through it with the pottery instructor, and they came up with some genuinely beautiful items. So I'm going to see how I actually get to use what I made, and if it's actually functional or not. So I made 2 items. One I just made by hand, and the other one I used the wheel. The one I made by hand I initially thought was ugly, but I think it's starting to grow on me in a very macabre way. Okay, let's see how this works out. So that's pretty. Rings. I think it's looking okay. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. To think this was my ugliest piece. I mean, it's still fairly hideous, but, you know. Is this a good idea? I think it is. It does look good, though. Yeah, that's good. I think next time I'm going to try and get it glazed. I'm going to go back and do another one, but I will try and get it glazed next time. Yay! I'm very happy with this.